Hi guys, this is the second time I'm recording this video because I recorded the first one. The light in the background was on and I got some of the information wrong. So right, we'll start again. Not long ago we had our friends over for Sunday dinner and we had a idea. So we were talking about the new Fast and the Furious film and I had a light bulb moment. Now, I'll give you a bit of backstory before I carry on. Last year, as the Fate of the Furious, which is the Fast and the Furious film 8, was finishing wrapping, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, released something on his Instagram. I'll put the thing up here. I'll put it on for about 10 seconds, but if you need to read it, then pause it by all means. And basically what he said in the thing was that he's enjoyed doing the film, that his female co-workers were great, however some of his male co-workers were candy asses is exactly what he called them. Now the speculation was, after everything came out, that it was about Vin Diesel, because as most people know Vin Diesel, because he's been in pretty much almost every single one. I think he was in all but the second film. He's been in every single one. He was even in the third one. He weren't in it for long, but he was in it. But because he's been in the franchise pretty much for the longest run, and he's done a lot for the franchise, he has a lot of clout where the franchise comes from. So he has a lot of input, and the speculation is that The Rock would suggest something, whether it came to Hobbs or something else, and Vin Diesel would essentially say no, or whatever, or it'd get shot down, or it was being unprofessional and various other things, and it made him beat off. Now, I had this, whether you want to call it a brain fart or a light bulb, it's up to you. I had this idea that the reason why why Vin Diesel was purposely pressing The Rock's buttons is because The Rock isn't the best of actors, which he isn't. There are some of the film roles I have seen him in. For example, haven't seen him in a lot, but I've seen him in The Tooth Fairy, Central Intelligence, and a few others, including one of the Fast and Furious films. The character he seems to play seems to be very, very similar, especially when you look at some of his comedy roles. They're very, very similar, and they're very, very one-dimensional. And so, because he's not the best actor, what I think was happening was Vin Diesel was purposely pressing his buttons to make him mad, so that when they were on camera, and they were clashing, because the basic storyline, I've not seen the film obviously, but the basic storyline is that Toretto goes rogue, and then Hobbs has to come in and try and control him or whatever. So obviously there's a bit of anger. But because The Rock's not the best actor, I think what happened is that Vin Diesel purposely pushed his buttons to make him mad, so that when they were on camera it transferred, so it made the film more organic and seem more real. Like I said, if you love The Rock, I'm sorry, but this is just my opinion, and if he should ever come across this video, I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson, but that's just my opinion. I'm going to compare him to Vin because these are the two people we're talking about. A lot of Vin's characters, whether it's Toretto, whether it's Riddick, whether it's Andy Cage, they're not one-dimensional. I think the least fleshed out character out of those three is Andy Cage, but A, that's because we've only had one film, and B, because you don't know much about it. But with Toretto, there's a lot of undercurrents, there's a lot of different relationships. There's the brother-sister relationship he has with his sister, then there's the whole thing with Brian, then there's Letty where he thought she was dead, and then she's but not dead, and all the other guys that are involved, and then with Riddick, on the surface he's a maniacal serial killer, but particularly as Pitch Black goes along, he changes. Now, to me, that's not a role that somebody like The Rock could do, because The Rock's good at stuff like comedy and action, because comedy, as long as you say the right words at the right time, it's pretty much, you know, easy going. But when you're talking about particularly a film, I'll refer to this one again, Pitch Black, the amount of sub-storylines that were in that film, and the way that the actors had acted, the way some of the scenes in the film made the film feel more organic, feel more imposing and more meaty, shall we say. And to me, The Rock isn't the best actor. I'm sorry, but you know, this is just my opinion, and this is just a thought that occurred to me, that the reason why somebody was pressing his buttons was because they wanted him to be angry on set on purpose. Like I said, it's just my opinion. You know, I could be wrong, but it's just my opinion. Sorry. Anyway, that's my video for tonight. Like I say, I've done a light-hearted video because the last couple that I've done are quite a few of the latest ones I've done aren't. I have some banked as well, so this one will be banked, but I don't know when you'll get it, but hopefully you'll get it soon. I will check in with you shortly. God, I sounded Scottish there. I'm not. I'm from Lancashire, not from Scotland. I will check in with you soon, and bye.